Hey guys, it's Julian here with another anime review. Alright, where are you going this time? Huh, me? Oh, I'm joining the spaceship Yamato on its journey throughout space. I see we're back to the anime references, so I'll bite. Where are you journeying to this time, huh? Well, you see, the Yamato is going on a journey throughout space to save the Earth on its many adventures, and we're journeying to... Whoa, wait, hold on. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Let's take a look at Star Blazers and find out what journeys they'll go on. Alright, I want to state this up front, that this is a reboot of the classic Star Blazers from the 1970s. I do think that this reboot is amazing, but I do want to state this up front that I have not seen the original series, so I'm coming at this from the perspective of not knowing anything about this series in general or its characters and cast. But I do know that there are some subtle differences between the reboot and the classic, such as gender-swapped characters, characters that have more screen time, and brand new arcs introduced. I do think these are great additions to the series, and do not take away from its nostalgia factor. This was a series I couldn't put down once I started it because it was such an amazing sci-fi drama and I knew what to expect. It had great galactic battles, epic romances, and tons of planets to see along the way. Hey, I want in on this anime review as well. Now, this series does a phenomenal job blending the 3D ships with the artistic beauty of space, being able to see these gigantic battleships from every angle. Now, 2199 is a lot more action-packed than the second season, while 2202 is a lot more poetic, dealing with more philosophical and moral dilemmas of using certain technologies. Now, this is not to say that the second season was bad by any means, but I knew a lot of the space drama tropes and was a little upset when some of them were followed, but that will be touched upon later. Now, I really feel that because both series don't exactly have epilogues, you don't get to see the direct events of what transpires afterwards after the events transpired in the main series. Now, this was not the case because I was able to watch both series right now, so I was able to see the events of what happened after 2199 in 2202. But for the people that did get to see it when it did come out, they were stuck waiting. I really feel for those guys. I mean, I just got to finish the series recently, so I didn't have to wait between the first and second season, which I was very fortunate. Unlike another certain franchise that I know for its fans that had to wait a very long time. Ah yes, the dreaded fourth film in the Evangelion Rebuild series. Ah, that 8-year wait and continuous waiting. I join you in your pain for that. I can't wait for that fourth film. Well, as of filming, Star Blazers 2205 has been announced, but we have no plot details as of yet. But you know what? I think I have an anime theory as to what might be in that, so check out that video in the description below. Star Blazers follows Kodai, the main tactical officer on board the Yamato. The Yamato at this point has had two major captains, with Kodai now being the third in the new series in 2205. He does get to be the acting captain in 2202, but not for very long. Now, the series does also have a lot of other cast and crew, such as Yuki Mori, who is a major mystery throughout the series, and I think often getting the short end of the stick. I mean, she has practically almost died at least 5 or 6 times already throughout the series. Can we please get a little more love for her? Like, come on. I want to know her past. And I would like for 1 minute for her to not be almost dead. Thanks. Anyway, the cast and crew are a whole bunch of lovable characters, with each their own arcs and progressions over this time, and I can't wait to see that going into 2205. Alright guys, it's time for my favorite segment of every anime review. It's time for Romance Corner! First up, I have Hoshina and Misaki. Now in 2199, this couple gets to start to form, and they get the most amount of screen time in the first half of the series. Now, there isn't much screen time with them, but it is a subtle romance that is building, and you can tell that they have some deep feelings for one another. Sadly, in 2202, their screen time is cut maybe down to like 5 seconds, so we don't get to see this couple evolve at all, which was a little disappointing. So I'm hoping in 2205 we get to see them resurged and more coupley moments between them. Number 2 on my list is Kotoru and Haruda. Now, this couple first formed in 2199, and they were pretty sweet. They actually did get a decent amount of screen time, and they actually got to have a proper marriage in the first series, around the end. Now, going into 2202, I had high hopes for this couple, but danger has already been spelled out since the beginning of that second half, with them having a son who had fallen sick. Now, this is where I'm going to talk about the space tropes. Now, usually when a father has a child with a romantic partner, the child falls under certain conditions, so the father feels like they have to make a sacrifice to save their child, and that is exactly what he does, sadly. So I was sadly terrified when they planted that death flag on him throughout the second half of the series. I know, big spoiler alert. Yes, he does pass away as a hero, as they all do. I had really hoped that they weren't going to play into this trope, but nonetheless, they were still a great couple. Number 3 on this list is Kodai and Yuki. Now, I know Yamamoto does have feelings for Kodai in 2199, but she does find another potential love interest in 2202, who sadly passes away, who I will not talk about at this point, as she doesn't properly have a great romantic journey so far, so my hope for her in 2205 is to probably have a great journey. Now, back to the main couple here, Yuki and Kodai. In 2199, it is revealed that Yuki is not part Ishkandar, but she is in fact human, and sadly she has forgotten most of her memories. But Kodai doesn't care for that at this point, and decides that he wants to get married to her. So in the beginning of 2202, they are engaged. Sadly though, Kodai doesn't want to put Yuki in any more harm's way, as like I said, Yuki is just attracted to death. So Kodai asks that she not become part of their second journey, but Yuki, despite that, joins them anyway. That therefore breaking off their engagement, but midway through the second series, they do get re-engaged again. Now, when 2202 does finish off, we don't know where they quite stand, but I do believe they're still engaged to that point. So I'm hoping in this third series they finally do get married. But you know, they're on a journey throughout space, and Kodai's about to become captain. Who knows? But they do make a very sweet, adorable couple. Well, it seems I'm now fully in charge of this segment in anime reviews, so I'm going to be doing the 3 reasons why you should be watching this series. Number 1, it's a space drama, so all you Star Trek fans, Battleship Galactica, and Star Wars fans, this is right up your alley. So even if you do not like anime, but love the sci-fi genre, this is the anime for you guys. And even if you aren't truly into that, I'm sure you will find that you will soon gladly enjoy this genre. Number 2, this is a phenomenal reboot. This is a reboot of the original classic from 1970, as we had originally said, and I think it does a awesome job capturing the nostalgia of it, as well as bringing it up to modern anime standards with stunning new visuals, a little tweaks to the storyline, but overall getting that classic nostalgia feel to it. And number 3 is the stunning visuals. Like I said earlier, they modernized it, and it looks phenomenally beautiful, from the flares to the battles to the beautiful landscapes on the different planets. I think they did a great job revamping the visuals in this series to make it feel not so out of place, but a really breathtaking experience. Alright, this series has me really fired up, and I can't wait to review the sequels, so be sure to come back to the channel to see those reviews once they come out. But you know what, I'm stuck playing the waiting game right now. But you know what? There's an endless supply of anime out there, all waiting to be reviewed. So in the meantime, check back here for more anime reviews and anime theories. Well, until then, I'll see you guys in the next review. See ya!